Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of TEW 2020 WWE here, as today is NXT. It is a little, it's not, it's in my head canon, it's the 12th of February in game. So there's a little bit of a head canon change, because SmackDown's going to be a Valentine's Day special, but still, NXT, the season of love. So I wanted to give NXT a little special thing as well. And so every match tonight is a tag team match. Valentine's Day all about couples. And so it's couple action only tag team matches tonight. Just a fun little thing. Just a nice fun little thing, Without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we? With this special tag team couples edition of the black and gold of NXT. And NXT gets underway with our NXT champion Isaiah Swerve Scott coming out to the ring. And Swerve's not impressed. Swerve just immediately getting to the crux of the matter everyone's wondering about, because he's wondering about it too, and calls out Hit Row. And Shanky, Top Dollar, and B-Fab all make their way down the ramp. Isaiah just asked them why. Asked them why they did that, why they attacked Montez like how they did. And Top Dollar saying to Isaiah, bro, we ain't got no problem with you. You roll with us, we roll with you for life. You know how Hit Row works. Now, you see, our problems with Montez, that's our beef. And you ain't gotta worry about that, Swerve. You keep doing what you're doing. And Swerve says, that's easier said than done, because NXT was, and always is gonna be Swerve's house. And so, if there's beef going down in Swerve's house, Swerve wants to know about it. And Top Dollar saying to Swerve that this doesn't concern you. You don't gotta worry about this. Just focus on yourself, Swerve, and we'll deal with what we're dealing with. And Hit Row just leaving. Swerve not looking too happy. 100. Swerve not looking too impressed. And still bereft of answers for why Hit Row attacked Montez Ford. 100 are good. Isaiah Swerve's got benefited from having a hot catchphrase, because this is Swerve's house, and he works really well with the crowd. He's doing well. He's on very fine form, isn't he, our NXT champion? As then we're going to go backstage. We have the NXT Women's Champion Bianca Belair walking around when she bumps into Cassidy Rain, and of course by her side, Tricky Willie. And Trick Williams saying, isn't this a pleasant sight? Oof, Bianca, you are looking lovely as ever. And that's just from the front, but I know that the view from behind is even better. But the view from the front's got that NXT Women's Championship, which is looking mighty fine in herself. And I hope you're enjoying holding those lovely hands over it, because you ain't going to have that championship for much longer, as you and I both know, because that title is going to the big booty baddie herself, Cassidy Rain. Bianca, saying, okay, saying to Cassidy, you're good. I've been watching you. You've been doing very well. You broke out. You showed what you can do. You've shown what you can do. You continue to show you what you can do. But you are not the EST. Okay? You've been in NXT for a few months. I was in here for years. And I finally climbed my way to the top. And I ain't gonna let it go. When in walks hashtag trending Tiffany, Persia, Ginny. And Tiffany saying, oh my god, this is all Tiffany and Jinder Mahal. This is quite sordid, god. Christ. Pretend that's Ginny, please. Yeah. Tiffany, Persia, and Ginny, god, walk in and saying, oh my god, this is so tragic. Cassidy, or whatever your stupid name is. No. You see, the only people getting that NXT Women's Championship off Bianca is, well, specifically, Christ, me. Okay? Because Well, I'm the best. And everything I do is hashtag trending. And you can have your epic fail at Elimination Chamber. And then Bianca, I hope you're not too comfortable holding that because come WrestleMania, I will be getting my hashtag trending WrestleMania moment. And Tricky just admiring, Tiffany and Persia. It's Tricky taking a moment, just in the background, rubbing his hands. What Bianca saying to Tiffany, hey, listen, you want to keep running your mouth, okay? But, well, you know what? You two are here. You and Persia, a little tag team, and well, Cassidy, I'm ready to beat your ass come Elimination Chamber, but for tonight, I'm ready to beat some other ass. For 75. Good, yeah. Tag team night tonight. Bianca and Cassidy Rain. Hashtag can they coexist. Taking on Buffer, then your boyfriend, Tiffany Strand, and Persia Pirotta. But let's start tonight with some bloody wrestling, for Christ's sake, on the wrestling show. And it's going to be, as announced last week, the Shameless Brawlers, the Boston Brawler, and Jimmy Shane, no shame, with the Brooklyn Brawler ringside, taking on the Creed brothers, Bruce and Julius. Head-to-head, face-to-face, two tag teams facing off. I was about to say young tag teams, but one of these men is Colt Cabana. So, but yeah, Shameless Brawlers, Creed Brothers, both giving it their all. Shameless Brawlers fighting as much as possible. Creed Brothers taking advantage for a large portion of the match. In the end, there's a moment where the Boston Brawler gets a big hot tag to Jimmy Shane. Jimmy Shane going crazy, clearing out the ring. Does a giant springboard dive over the top rope. That sounds like something Jimmy Shane can do. Wiping the Creed brothers out. He's feeling it. The crowd feeling him. Not like that. In the end, though, Shameless Brawlers, Creed brothers, your winners are the Creed brothers. Unlucky. Brewers Creed pinning the Boston Brawler in the end for a 54. Fine enough match for this, yeah. 53 Brutus, 49 Julius, 41 Boston, 32 Jimmy. Yeah, happy with that. Shameless Brawlers come close, they fight well, but the Creed brothers get the win tonight. Unlucky, boys, unlucky. As we're going to go backstage to Lexi Nair, interviewing Trey Miguel. Trey Griffin, Christ, it's been so long, Matthew, you know it's Trey Griffin. Interviewing Trey Griffin. And Trey Griffin is, the season of love. He says, he's been thinking about what he loves. And he remembered how much he loved being the Cruiserweight champion. And so his mind right now is focused on that. On getting himself back to that level to take that Cruiserweight championship from Legado all over again, but this time Dominic instead of Andrade. But, maybe that's preferable because Dominic would be a lot less of a challenge. Legado walk in, not too happy. Dom, especially not too happy with that insult. He's a hard man. How dare you insult him? Zelina saying to Trey that he's not got what it takes. He had the Cruiserweight title and he lost it after barely any time at all. And now he's never going to get that feeling again because it's around the waist of Legado's Dominic Mysterio. But Trey Griffin saying, you know what? He's talked to and about Legado so much already in his WWE career. He's kind of tired of it. So instead of talking, he's in the mood to fight. And it's tag team action night, and I heard the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions didn't even have a match plan. So Humberto Santos, if you want to go, then let's go. And Zelina's, Legado kind of laughing. Zelina saying, oh, Trey, if you want that, then okay. But you see, this is tag team night for tag teams, not lonely single men in their 30s. You'd need a partner. And Trey Griffin looking around and in his eyes stop on someone, and into frame walks Ilja Draganov. And Trey saying to Ilja, hey Ilja, you want to fight? And Ilja saying, I want to fight. Yeah, for a 73. So there tonight, Trey Griffin and Ilja Draganov will take on the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions Humberto Carrillo and Santos Escobar for a 73. Good. Lovely. Let's go backstage. Backstage to the Black Heart World Tank Express. They're in a good mood. They're the women's tag team champions, Indy, still a little banged up on her leg, but she says she's feeling good. She's feeling all right. She's got this gold with her friend Shotzi as well. Champions. They're happy. When in walks Team 2001, we go to commercial because we're back with Lexi there. She is having a busy night. Team 2001 will be Cora and Roxanne. And they congratulate Indy and Shotzi. But they were women's tag team champions as well. And they never got the rematch that they wanted and they feel like they deserved. And Indy and Shotzi saying, Indy might not be 100%, but they never back down from a fight. And it is tag team night after all. So if you two want a shot at these titles, let's do it. For 65. Fighting champions as ever, Indy and Shotzi. Later tonight, main event even, which was really going to damage the rating of this show, I can already tell. But, give them the spotlight. Give the women's tag titles the spotlight tonight. 65, good, lovely. Tag team match, and again, I don't even have to say that tonight, do I? But I will continue saying that for every match, I can tell. And it's the tag team with Charlie Dempsey and Sheamus again, taking on Oney Burch and Danny Lorcan. Last week, Drew Gulak with Burch and Lorcan. Calling out Charlie Dempsey, Drew Gulak cheating to beat him, Dempsey not too happy, and him and his kind of semi-mentor, they've been training together at the very least, and they earned each other's begrudging respect after a bloodbath at TakeOver War Games. The only way Sheamus gets gives respect to people. Dempsey and Sheamus, taking on Burch and Lorcan, tag team match, and in the end, it is a win for Dempsey and Sheamus. Dempsey locks a submission hold on Danny Burch in the end. Lorcan gets in the ring to try and break up the hold. Sheamus into the ring as well with a bro kick to lay him out. And Dempsey just keeping that submission hold on Burch, staring out the ring at Drew Gulak whilst Burch taps out for a 66. Yeah, nice match. 72 Sheamus, 52 Burch, 51 Lorcan, 40 Dempsey. Happy with that. Yeah, Charlie Dempsey and Sheamus get the win here in this tag team match. Good. We're going to go backstage to Candice LeRae, walking around on her own, and she gets to a door, and she pauses for a moment, she looks at it, and then, it can pan and show the door very clearly labelled, Big Booty Baddies. And Candice knocks on the door. And opening the door is Tatum. And Candice saying to Tatum that she wants to speak to Annie. And Tatum saying, sorry, she's busy, we're training, we got a match later tonight. So we don't have any time for this. And Annie, saying, it's okay, Tatum. Okay, just give us a minute. Tatum begrudgingly walking away. Annie asking, Candice how she is, first of all, after the match last week. And, Candice saying she's fine. She just want to check on how Annie's doing. Is this what she wants? And Annie says that, she spent a lot of time thinking about it since Trick gave her his business card. And she just thinks that this might be best. She knows how busy Candice is with Cora and Roxanne already, and herself and her own career, and she doesn't want to put any more pressure on her. And she, at the same time, Annie says she's got to think about herself as well, and maybe this is what's best for everyone. And then Candice and Annie both looking a bit sad. Tricky walking over saying, what do we have here, Annie? Oh, Candice. Well, how are you doing? Last time I saw you, you weren't looking too good, but you're looking quite fine right now if you ask old Tricky. We were just training, getting a little hands-on experience going before my girls Annie and Tatum team up later tonight in a big bootied performance. I'd recommend you watch that backstage to see just what Tricky Willie's big booty baddies are bringing. Tricky closing that door for a 50. Sad. Annie looking for herself and thinking maybe, instead of next gen, what might be best for her, perhaps, is the big booty baddies. That's a sentence. Oh, God. Let's go to the ring. And guess what? It's tag team action. And it's Legado taking on Ilja Draganov and Trey Griffin in a tag team match. Draganov and Trey Griffin don't have that tag chem with Legado, obviously. But they are both just quite good, aren't they? In the end, both teams fighting out. Trey Griffin and Humberto going at it. Humberto goes for a moonsault. Trey Griffin getting his knees up, getting Humberto down. Trey Griffin climbing to the top rope to his own move when he is attacked and shoved off the top rope by Dominic Mysterio for a DQ. Got the crowd buzzing. 77 for the match. Happy with that. 75 Trey. 73 Humberto. 71 Santos. 66 Ilja. Happy with that. Yeah. All good. Dominic shoving Trey Griffin off the top rope. Not too happy with the insults he was giving him earlier, clearly. Yeah, Griffin and Draganov get the win by DQ here. But it's Legado who get to stand tall. Oh Christ, this is going to be fun. We're going to go to a pre-recorded segment. It will say, yesterday or whatever. And it's at a lovely, lovely restaurant. And we're there with the big booty baddies. That's right. It's the Tricky Willie Big Booty Baddie Valentine's Day Special. Tricky Willie is taking all of his clientele out to a fancy establishment to celebrate the big booty baddies doing so well. Tricky raising a toast to Cassidy Rain breaking out and soon becoming NXT Women's Champion, raising a toast to Annie Cooper, joining the big booty baddies and looking to achieve her big bootied potential. To Tatum Baxley for joining the cause, for Cameron Grimes for investing, for everything on this day of love, because everyone knows there's nothing that Tricky Willie loves more than some big, big booties. All cheers, all smiles, except for Marseille and Mansoir, who both kind of just slip out the restaurant, go outside, looking a little downbeat, At that point, the Tricky Willie goes outside to see Marseille and Mansoir. Boys, what is going on? Why don't you tell Tricky Willie was wrong, huh? And they say that, when they first joined, they could sense that Trick maybe didn't want them there. Maybe the Trick's happier with Cassidy and Tatum and Annie around, and maybe they should just go, And Trick saying, hold on a minute. No. Now, you see, Tricky might not say it much, and Tricky might not show it much, but Tricky will always remember his first 2 big booties. And now you see, Tricky, I know Tricky's mind might have been a bit focused in getting Annie, in getting Tatum, in helping Cassidy get ready, but my boys will always be my boys. And Tricky apologizes if Tricky hasn't shown you, I just feel like everything has to be the third person. If Tricky hasn't shown you the love that you deserve and that Tricky feels towards you, but just know that you two will always be Tricky's first big booty baddies. They share a hug. It's a beautiful moment for 59 as they go back into the restaurant. It's lovely. It's really lovely. It's nice that we can have these just special moments. Yeah, because Trick has been very focused on Cassidy, on Annie, on Tatum, getting Cameron and all that, and Marseille Mansoir pushed aside a little bit, but apologizing. Tricky loves them. They're his big booties. They're all his big booties. He don't discriminate like that. Lovely. God, it's beautiful. Let's go backstage. Christ, let's go backstage to the family. The family are there. Joshie and Tony, when in walks Y2J Chris Jericho. Just want to say hi to Joshie again. Such a rock star performance at the Royal Rumble. And Y2J Chris Jericho, there was a thing or two about being a rock star. And so he wanted to offer his tutelage to little Josh here. Chris Jericho, Joshie, together they could be something great. Tony not looking too happy about this conversation. When in walks, #trendings, Grayson Waller, Ethan Page, and Reggie. And Grayson talking about, what a pretty embarrassing picture it is. God. A bunch of bozos hanging around here backstage. A bunch of washed up has-beens like Chris Jericho. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, old man Jericho wants to tutor you. What? Is he going to show you how to properly dispose of the elderly diapers he wears? Like, what's all this about, huh? Jericho not too happy about this, obviously. Saying, you want to go with a goat? Then, tag team night, Let's do this. Me and my protege, Josh here, against you two. And Grayson Waller saying, you know what? Bring it, old man, because Ethan and Reggie here will happily shut your mouth. And Ethan and Reggie are a bit like, huh? But, yep, 62. Later tonight, Jericho and Joshi team up to take on Ethan, Paige, and Reggie. Tony not looking too happy. Not looking too happy. But we're looking happy because out comes Tricky with his big booty baddies. Annie Cooper and Tatum Bagsley taking on Team Ninja, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter. In tag team action. And yeah, Annie Cooper and Tatum Bagsley, they've been training a lot, so Team Ninja, obviously. But yeah, Annie and Tatum starting to gel a little bit. It's their first tag match together, but they're gelling a little bit, working together well, some nice tag team offense. And in the end, Annie Cooper manages to hit Katana Chance. Katana Chance going for a big aerial move. Annie Cooper hits her with a super kick in midair, pulling out her full Shawn Michaels on Shelton Benjamin. If only Shawn Michaels was caked up that much for a 47. Yeah, it's fine. It's what I expect it to be. Gotta build them up, but that's how you get there. 49 for Katana, 42 Kaden, 38 Annie, 25 Tatum. You'll get there, gals. That's Tricky with his big booties. They'll get there. 47. Good. As God, let's go cinematic again and roll that beautiful intro that I should probably make for this, because it's time for Duke Sterling and the quest for the Golden Stool, everybody. Everyone's favourite adventure. As yes, we're at an airfield. Planes all around. And a very nice, expensive-looking private plane here. Duke Sterling, Delvaro Mensa, Nate Preston, Big Dub, into the tarmac, walking Kid Bandit, walking Sol Ruka, walking Hank Walker, walking Andre Chase and Malik Blade. And Duke Sterling saying, you all arrived, you all made your decisions. Now, the itinerary is simple, the plan is simple. You will all be flown out from here to Ghana, West Africa. You will retrieve the golden stool, my throne. You will bring it back to me, and you will all get paid. It is as simple as that. Now, I trust in your five's ability. But in addition, I will be sending my main man, Aro Mensa, here, because his blood, just like mine, is from Ghana, West Africa. He knows this place. He knows this mission forward and backwards. So he will be tagging along as well. Now, do not disappoint. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for all of you to escape from the mediocrity that you live in, to do something of value in your life and to get paid the big bucks for doing it. So I will see you all back here very, very soon, I know, with my throne. Duke Sterling, Big Dub, and Nate Preston walking away. Oro Benson standing at the front still saying, alright, we're going to get on the plane, we're going to fly out, we just got to wait for the pilot. Shows up the pilot, and obviously, if you couldn't guess, the pilot is Danger Zone Charlie Ryland. If it's a private jet, we need a pilot, and God, do we have one. Danger Zone Charlie Ryland is here, ready to fly this goddamn plane. As we all start getting on the plane. Everyone excited, ready. Hank Walker very focused. Malik Blade maybe a bit concerned still. Andre Chase asking about it. He just says, he's worried about the other guys. How they're going to get on Raw. Andre Chase saying to Malik, don't worry. I've arranged a sub for them. So you have that to look forward to. And yeah, they all get on the plane ready for the next stage of their adventure. For a 34. Lovely. The quest for the Golden Stool begins with the pilot. And we will be back next time for the journey over to Ghana, West Africa, because thinking about it, that's a bloody long flight, isn't it? That is a long flight. 34. Yeah. This is a chance for all of them to improve their skills in microphone and entertainment and such. So I hope they used them over this incredibly long adventure. But lovely. Let's go backstage to Lexi now, shall we? Interviewing the NXT champion Isaiah Swerve Scott. And, Swerve just confirmed me again. next thing they're asking about, the Hit Row stuff, saying that you're a former member of Hit Row, former friends, used to run in the circles, you say, with them. How do you feel about this? And Swerve, once again, saying that he doesn't agree with what they did. This is his show, he's the head of it, he's the NXT champion, and he's not just going to stand by them because they're his old friends. No. They do something wrong, he's going to call them out for it, and doing what they did to Montez was wrong. And he just confirms again his support for Montez, and he says he's going to get a bottom of this for a 95. Good job, champ. Swerve promising to get to the bottom of this. It's a long show, there's still so much to go. Such as this tag team match next up between the NXT Women's Champion Bianca Belair and Cassidy Rain, her challenger, taking on the buffer, then your boyfriend, Tiffany Stratton and Persia Pirotta. There's been so much big booties tonight. God, the Valentine's Day special, the backstage segment, 2 tag matches featuring this one, including this one. Bianca and Cassidy both showing what they can do. Not really focused on teaming together, on mainly just focusing on themselves and showing each other what they can do, giving each other a little preview, maybe for Elimination Chamber. In the end, though, it is shockingly Bianca Belair and Cassidy Rain picking up the win. They could #coexist as Cassidy Rain hits Tiffany Stratton with a ripcord lariat for a 1-2-3 for a 74. Good match. 82 Bianca, 65 Cassidy, 54 Persia, 44 Tiffany. Happy with that, yeah. Cassidy Rain gets the pin here as her and Bianca get the win. Backstage, back to Lexi Nair. She's had a busy night. She's with Shayna Baszler. Back on NXT. Excited to be back on NXT. Ready, she says, to get back her crown. She is the queen of Spain. She was the queen of NXT. And she's ready to get her 3rd NXT Women's Championship. When she was the NXT Women's Champion, no one was touching that belt but her. No one got even close. And Bianca herself even tried, and she had no trouble crushing her. So she will have no trouble crushing her again and taking back her throne at the top of NXT. Woo! 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 Who's the real queen around here, though? Charlotte Flair says that, she's got queen credentials. She's Charlotte Flair, for Christ's sake. But also, Charlotte Flair, former Queen's Crown winner. Shayna, you've never won a throne. You've never worn a crown. You want to say you're the queen of NXT? No. You see, I was the original queen of NXT. I'm the current queen of WWE overall. No one is quite at my level. And come WrestleMania, maybe, I will be back on my throne here on NXT for an 82. Charlotte and Shayna, both eyes very firmly set on the NXT Women's Championship still. As next, we're going to jump over to another tag team match. You're shocked. And it's Y2J, Chris Jericho, and little Joshi D'Angelo taking on #Trendings, Ethan Paige, and Reggie. Joshi largely kind of stays out of it. Very peaceful. He's mainly defense. I'd explain it as Mr. Miyagi kind of style. He's not really attacking anyone. He's kind of just dodging their hits. And then Jericho is, the legal man for the vast majority of this match. And in the end, Jericho does manage to get the win. Hits the Judas effect on Ethan Page to get it for a 53. Fine. 62 Chris, 48 Reggie, 44 Ethan, 20 Joshi. Happy. Yeah, Jericho and Joshi do get the win. They get their arms raised after the match and promptly attacked by the Mafia Raja, Jinder, Veer, Sangha, the Singh brothers, Shanky, all out. Jericho and Joshi taken down. The family rushing out. Tony, Harland, Dan Wagner, Otis, Tucker, Madcap, all of them rushing out to make the save. The Mafia Raja, splitting, getting the hell out of there. But Jericho and little Joshi taken out. And Tony might not care about Jericho getting taken out, but you lay your hands on little Joshi, and oh no. My man was about ready to kill Braun Breaker for that at the Rumble. So good luck. 68. Nice. Mafia Raja. Jinder clearly not considering this over with Tony and the family. Beautiful. It's time for the main event. We're going to have the entrances for the women's tag team titles on the line. This show overall, NXT overall, generally, and especially at the minute. I'm just kind of building a lot of people up. You know, I'm not really caring about ratings too much. If I cared about ratings or that, I'd have made the main event something else. But I'm expecting this to do 60s. If it pushes into the 70s, I'd be very happy. I'm expecting 60s though. Black Hot World Tank Express defending their titles against Team 2001. For 65, the former champs Team 2001, they lost it to Toxic Attraction, who lost it to Black Hot World Tank Express. And who will walk out of here with the gold? Indy still a little beaten up, still a bit of a bad leg after the match a few weeks back, but giving it her all still. When she's in, Shotzi taking a lot of it on herself to just kind of drag the team forward. Indy doing well when she had the chance as well. In the end, Black Hot Tank Express in 2001 go at it, but in the end, I've said that word so many times. Come the conclusion of this match, there you go. It is still tag champs Black Hot Tank Express. 68, high 60s, that's what I said. Shotzi pins Cora with the missile driver in the end. Which is their tag team move. Indy hits, a springboard drop kick of a bad leg, which does hurt her a little bit. Shotzi also hits the cannonball for, 68. Good. Black Hole Tank Express get their first defense of the titles. Team 2001 come up just short. 65 Roxanne, 58 Indy, 56 Shotzi, 53 Cora. Happy with that. Good match. Fine. Yeah, it's decent enough. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I didn't put in the main event expecting big ratings, but big win. You know, Black Hole Tank Express get the Razor title. Shotzi holding Indy up. She's still a bit banged up and bruised, but you know, after the match, show of respect. Team 2001 Black Hole Tank Express shake hands. No beef with each other. Just a good clean match and a little show of respect after, which is lovely. Before the four of them are attacked by Toxic Attraction, Gigi, JC, Mandy storming in there and attacking them. You know, it's 4-on-3, so numbers are against Toxic, but Indy's so beat up it's practically 3-on-3, and those three on the good side there just had a long match with each other, so they're a little bit banged up as well. So yeah, Toxic Attraction do get to take advantage, and it does end with Toxic Attraction standing tall, Gigi and JC raising those women's tag titles in the air, clearly their eyes and their mind on getting those pieces of gold back for a 94. Good end. Good end to the show. Yeah, special little tag team night, a lot of tag team action, a lot of just fun, nice segments. NXT is a very ridiculous show overall. That's just how I like it, with Little Joshi, Duke Sterling and the quest for the Golden Stool, Tony and his family, and the big booty baddies. It's the A show for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, though, it's an 82, which I'm fine with. Yeah, as long as it gets in the 80s, I'm chill with that. So yeah, nice show. Yeah, good show. Good show. Annie Cooper and Tatum Pax. Annie Cooper making a big booty baddies debut. Lil Joshi made his in-ring debut outside of Rumbles. Nice little women's tag main event. Tricky Willie had a lovely little segment with Marseille and Mansoir. Quest for the Golden Stool continues. A lot of beautiful stuff. But NXT is done. And that is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. Next time back for the SmackDown Valentine's Day special with some nice stuff planned. You know, it's the day of love, and I hope you love it. And I hope you loved this episode. If you did, and you are, and you're looking forward to the Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania Beyond, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more. And as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.